All right, thanks. Welcome to week 2. So I am Jintamani, and we're taking you through a water web series. So this is Sam. Sam, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Sam Tran. I spent my career in pharmaceutical research. I studied medical technology at the University of Washington in Seattle, and then I started working in the hospital there, and then I left to go and be a part of pharmaceutical research. And so I had a near-death injury in 2014, hit my head, went into a coma, and then I decided to leave the field and work on something that I was really passionate about, which is teaching people how to stay healthy.
All right, so prevention rather than cure is what we're all
Yeah.
about.
Yes.
So last week we covered different types of water, and we left off at ERW water. So we're just going to rehash over what ERW water is before we jump into the benefits. So would you be able to take us over what that is?
Yeah, so ERW, that stands for electrolyzed reduced water. So ERW, right?
Mm-hmm.
So electrolyzed means it's produced using electricity. Reduced means it has an electron or extra electrons to donate, and water means it's H2O. So.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about the three main, main benefits that you get from drinking ERW water. So that's antioxidants, the alkalinity of it, and the hydration. So would you be able to run us over what's an antioxidant?
Yeah, so an antioxidant is something that donates an electron. So most of the time we know antioxidants is something like blueberries or strawberries and things that come from nature. And they actually donate an electron. So let me share a screen of you guys here. I'll share an image here. And so so an antioxidant is something that basically donates an electron, right? So we have these free radicals, all these chemicals in our modern society that actually strip electrons, that oxidize the food, right, and make it, preserve the food, but at the same time don't deliver the energy, right?
Yeah.
And so these free radicals, they go and they need to pair their electron up, and they steal these electrons from other healthy atoms. But if we can have something that has a surplus of electrons, which are antioxidants, then we can donate to this guy here and pair him up so he doesn't have to go around stealing with people. So we call these electron-rich particles here antioxidants.
Okay, and so our body, why does our body need antioxidants?
Yeah, because just a process of living, just a process of being alive and breathing, metabolism. When you burn food, when you combust food and you make energy out of your food, you're actually making free radicals. You're actually making oxidizers at the same time. So this process is going on 24/7, and the body can keep up. The body can manage that waste or that the creation of free radicals. But unfortunately for our society now, we have so many chemicals coming in through our polluted air, our polluted water, and our polluted food that the body cannot keep up. And as a result, what you see diseases going back into earlier ages, back into the teenage and even before that.
Yeah. So you can get antioxidants from our foods, and you're saying you can also get it from ERW water?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, it's a quantum physics type situation, right? So you've got protons, neutrons, and electrons. I mean, every atom is made of those three factors, right?
Yeah.
And you can and these chemicals, reactions, and these elements are all around us all the time. And so if we can help reduce the free radicals by quenching them out, by delivering the electrons that they need, then we don't have to expend so much energy, repairing ourselves, because our food and our water actually helps in repairing us.
Okay. So I wanted to go into the alkalinity of the water. So we had touched a little bit on this before in last week's episode. And so obviously the ERW water has a higher alkalinity or alkalized water. And so how does this help our body?
Yeah, so your body does what we call homeostasis. And so that's just a fancy word for balance. Okay, so when you eat food, you're going to make a waste product. It's just like burning gasoline in your car, right? When you burn that gasoline in your car, what comes out the tailpipe is a lot of acid and a lot of free radicals, okay? But you have to neutralize that out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for our body is we make a lot of acid waste products and then from our combustion. And so we keep eating in, let's say like, junk food and potato chips and stuff like that are very acidic. Then we're gonna shift that balance over to the acidic side. And so when you drink something that's alkaline, uh, then you're able to help the body. It's a net effect on the body. You are what you eat and what you drink,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so most people forget that. And so because of our society, we eat a lot of processed food and processed drinks,
Yeah.
we become acidic over time. And so the alkalinity helps us restore that balance.
So when I had first started drinking the ERW water, I had noticed that I was a lot more hydrated, and this would pass through me quicker. Can you explain the hydration of this type of water?
Yeah, so obviously everyone knows that you need air to live, you need water to live, and you need nutrients to live, and also shelter, right?
Yeah.
And so you need those four components, but food, water, and air are actually critical. When you drink your water, water has been processed. Water has been contaminated for all these years,
Mm-hmm.
all these centuries. Nature does a very good job of purifying the water for us. She uses actually evaporation. If water hits 88 degrees,
Mm-hmm.
it evaporates,
Up,
and
down
then
again,
up,
right?
and it's in the atmosphere. It's actually a positive charge in the atmosphere, and so Mother Nature uses electricity to clean our water, and it falls as rain, and then we pick up all the minerals,
Yeah.
right? So we need this water for life, but unfortunately, a lot of the water now is structured in a way that it's very large molecules. So many, we know that water is H2O, but we have so many molecules of H2O clumped together that
Mm-hmm.
it becomes like this big cluster of water, and it does not absorb into the body as efficiently. And
So
so
it's
if you
like a
can,
chain link fence is our body, and we're trying to push through like softball size water
yeah,
through that.
exactly, exactly. And so when nature does lightning and thunder,
Mm-hmm.
especially lightning, right? Thunder is the sound. You're basically applying, Mother Nature is applying a lot of electricity to break those molecules and break those chemical bonds
Yeah.
up so you can actually absorb them. But unfortunately, the water that we drink comes from the faucet, comes from a highly processed bottled water.
Yeah.
And so it's already clumped together.
Yeah.
And so this is why it's important for us to drink water that's been broken up a little bit and restructured so we can actually get the water into our cells.
Yeah, I have noticed that when I used to drink tap water or bottled water, when I used to work out quite a lot, I
Mm.
wouldn't be able to. I'd have to I would feel sick. It would make me want to throw up because I'd feel bloated and it would sit in my tummy. You couldn't run or anything like that. If I had finished running and sculled heaps of water, then straight away I'd want to throw up because I was just like, oh, I'm full. I can't go anywhere. And
Yeah.
then now having this EIW water, not only does it go through me a lot better and I feel so much more hydrated, but it doesn't sit in my tummy and I don't
Yeah.
feel it sloshing around if I'm going to then exercise or do anything with it.
Yes, exactly. Your example of the softball, the baseball in the chain link fence. And so when you can absorb the water into your cells, the water is actually needed inside the cells,
Yeah.
right? And so if you're a smaller size, restructured, you'll be able to absorb that more
Yeah.
efficiently. And also another thing is the negative charge. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the water is a negative charge. The inside of a cell is a positive charge. So
Oh,
negative and positive attract each other, right? So when you drink this negative charge water, it's actually being pulled inside the cells
okay.
because of negative and positive attract each other, right?
Okay, and then what then happens inside the cell? So that's something that I wanted to move on to was you had just briefly touched on was oxidization.
Mm.
And so is that something that goes on within our body?
Yeah, all the time. So so in your body you have these reduction, which is adding electron, and you have oxidation, which is stealing an electron, right? And so when we drink this electrolyzed reduced water, this water has the ability to donate, to reduce, to
Yeah.
donate an electron, right? And so we're able to help the body out by getting those electrons to quench out the free radicals.
Yeah.
And so it just helps us maintain balance overall.
Yeah. Would you be able to screen share that free radicals
Sure.
and antioxidants little guys again, just
Yeah.
so that we can have that visual of what you're saying as well? That was really, really good.
Yeah. So, so most, let's say if you take the antioxidant away,
Mm-hmm.
if you take this happy guy away,
Yeah.
the free radicals and healthy atoms are always working with each other here,
Yeah.
and your body can compensate, can handle most of that when you're young.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the number of free radicals that we're absorbing via our air, water, and food into the body that's coming in is more than what the body can handle,
Yeah.
right? And so you're going to have a buildup of these free radicals over time, and this causes oxidation. They call this oxidative stress.
Yes.
So that causes a lot of diseases. So when you can add a certain amount of antioxidants to your body, then you can actually help the body by reducing these free radicals and the oxidative stress.
Okay, so in simple terms, your cell has really great main cells, but then when you eat acidic foods, junk foods, things like that, then your
Yes.
cells actually start to become oxidized because of the free radicals from all of this acidic stuff and the air, the pollution, and everyday stuff. When you
Yes.
have antioxidants in the form of blueberries, strawberries, or this ERW water, then it comes in and it can neutralize free radicals and actually start to turn those oxidized cells slowly and slowly, like the daughter cells will eventually become healthier and healthier.
Yes. Yeah,
And if,
and it puts less stress on the system overall,
yeah,
right? And so um, I think a lot about healthcare system is we break things into parts. Your kidneys, your liver, your stomach, your GI, and so it's all separated.
yes,
But in reality, how we function is one whole unit,
yes,
right? And so water is that one variable that's used by every single cell in your body. You have, 70 to 100 trillion cells in your body, and every single one of them uses water,
yeah,
right?
that's true. Okay, so for a free radical, I've heard this word so many times before I really understood what it was. And would you be able to just break down where do we find that, what it is, and basically,
Is that you? Or is that me? I'm sorry.
no, that's fine.
Sorry, guys.
So yeah, so can we talk about a free radical just so people can understand that that's all around us? So where is it all around us, and how are we having that into our systems all of the time?
Yeah, so free radicals are things that are unpaired, and so you see how that the image in the middle there, he's not very that character is not very happy because he's missing an electron,
Yeah,
right? And so, but the atom on the other side is a healthy atom because he has a pair, a matching pair. He has two, right? So free radicals, oxygen is a free radical.
mm-hmm.
Chemicals, food stabilizers, food preservatives are free radicals.
Okay,
And they are free radicals because they steal electrons. They're missing electron.
yeah,
Life is about energy. Life is about electrons. And so if you put something into food that steals that electron, that energy, then the bacteria won't grow because bacteria also need energy,
yeah,
right? And so if you eat all these chemicals into your body, pretty soon the large dose of chemicals is going to steal all your electrons.
yeah.
That causes free radical damage, right? That causes damage and disease.
Yeah. And so it's not just, so you can have like the healthiest person that's, say, a vegan or vegetarian, or someone that, like, takes meat here and there or whatever, but they're still going to get free radicals because isn't it from like also like the Wi-Fi, our TV, like our cell
Yeah,
phone?
yeah, yeah. There's many forms of energy, and then these type of things emit radiation.
Mm-hmm.
These things weren't around 100 years ago. or
Yeah.
200 years ago. They're pretty recent.
Yeah.
And so that adds to the load, that adds to the amount of things that we have to survive on this planet now, you know.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. This has been a really, really great, short, informative video that we've done today. So we're going to have another one in a couple of days. I'm really enjoying this with you. Anybody that does watch, please comment below. Let us know if you do have any questions or if there's anything that we do need to follow up and explain for you guys. We're going to be covering more on ERW water next week, and we'll see you then.
Okay,
Thank you
great.
so much, Sam.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.